And welcome in, guys. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to Ultimate Soccer one more time. And this is the pre-game for Wrexham taking on Boreham Wood. We've got a lot of things to get through. I'm going to give you the titles of what we're ploughing through, the chapters, and then we're going to get straight into it. So first of all, news coming through, Wales to play at the racecourse ground again. Yes, Wales is coming back to the racecourse ground, first time in 15 years. Give you some of that news pretty soon. Also got news on the floodlights in behind me there. The wonderful floodlights. I'm standing on the cop right now looking down the field, but floodlights, news on the floodlights, and got a funny video. You'll have to cover your ears. If you don't like loud noises, I'll warn you before we get there, but we've got a funny video about the floodlights and how they're going to be removed. Let's just put it that way. Then we've also got news on TST. TST, what's that you say? The soccer tournament. That's coming off in Cary, North Carolina, and Wrexham's sending a team. We're going to tell you all about that as well. Also, as we go through the year, every time you see the game, you sort of see a super player that really catches your eye, and that super player must be catching your eye all the way through the season to be the WREXHAM AFC MVP, most valuable player. We're talking about player of the year. So, who's your player of the year? Come on, you've got 2 weeks to get it into me now. 2 weeks to get it into me, and go on the community channel at YouTube, at the channel. Go on the community channel. There's questions being thrown out to you. Who is their player of the year? So down below, guys, you know what to do. Make a comment, be a poet, and give us a comment on who's your MVP, your player of the year, down below. And remember, like, subscribe, and like, share it, hit it, pass it all around, and tell your mates about the channel. And please help us get over the hurdle. We've got to get over 1,000 ASAP. America's coming. Wrexham's coming over. Got to get them games commentated. So please, please, please help us get over the hurdle. Tell Granny to get into this. Tell your sister to get into this. Tell anybody to get into this that loves Wrexham and loves soccer. But let's get over 1,000 ASAP. Remember, who is your player of the year? Down below, guys. Down below, down below. Also, we're talking about Wrexham versus Chelsea, North Carolina. That's Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I told you about that a couple of months ago. It's now confirmed. More news on that coming through. And we're also trying to contact a Man United fan group out there in San Diego to see if we can make things a little bit more pleasurable and happy for Wrexham fans when they get out there. So we're trying to get information to you so that when you get over there, you'll have feet on the floor and you'll know where to go, where the best pops are, where's the best food is, where's the best priced hotels are, where the best of everything is, so that we're going to file fact for you before you get out there. And if you're a Wrexham fan over there, likewise, we're doing the file of facts for you before you get there. We're also going to get into the game stats, the news, the Dangerman, the form of Boreham Wood, because that's the game coming up. Steve was right, by the way. We'll tell you about Steve and how he was right on the fun facts later. So welcome in, everybody. Really, I say welcome in. Like, subscribe, get into this, tell your mates, and let's get into this. And welcome in, guys. Let's get straight to it. We've got a big game coming up, but we've got a lot of news to get out to you before we get to the pre-game. And I've got to tell you, the floodlights. Got a funny video to start the show off right away. And if you don't like loud noises, cover your ears, because this might get loud. But anyway, the floodlights are going to be removed. How you say? Well, I guess it's going to be a construction company that comes out and piece by piece takes them down. But I got a way better idea to get rid of these floodlights. Cover your ears. Take a look.
Red Dragon won fire in a hole.
So there you go, guys. That's how I say we're going to get rid of the floodlights, and that's in my comedic form. Obviously, a construction company is going to get through, and they'll take them away a lot safer, yeah? But the floodlights are going to be gone, and that's since 1959 they've been standing there. So for many people in and around the Wrexham area, it's kind of iconic to see those floodlights every day you go to work or you pass the stadium, etc., etc. It becomes part of the furniture. Well, that furniture is definitely going to be removed in a couple of weeks. So get used to that. And when you look over the stadium from then on in a couple of weeks, you'll see no stadium floodlights. You'll just see the stadium. So it will change the skyline of Wrexham forever. Let's take a look at TSC, the soccer tournament. And more news on the TST, the soccer tournament coming off in America. First team coach David Jones is relishing the opportunity to take Wrexham to America as he leads the Red Dragons in the TST, the soccer tournament in North Carolina.
Jones will be a player manager of the team, which will be called the Wrexham Red Dragons for the tournament in Cary, North Carolina, taking place from June 1st to June 4th. Keep reading for more information.
So there's the news on the soccer tournament. Now news on your MVP, your most valuable player, yeah? You got to say, who is your player of the year? Defender, midfield, forward, goalkeeper? Who is your player of the year? You've been watching the team all year. You must have somebody in mind. Down below, guys, down below. Now's the time. Now's the time. Comment down below and tell me who is your player of the year before they release it. So let's see if we can get this right. Yeah, you're in on this. I need your help. I need your votes down below. Who is your MVP, your player of the year for Wrexham? I got to tell you, I got mine, but I'm not going to disclose it right now. But down below, come on, we got 2 weeks to get this in. Who is your player of the year? Please get them in now, get them in fast, and comment down below. Cheers, guys. Now, let's take a look at Chelsea playing Wrexham.
And we got more good news for Wrexham fans worldwide, or if you're living just in the Wrexham area, but AFC will take on Chelsea in a pre-season friendly in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Remember, I reported on this months ago. Now it's confirmed. We are pleased to confirm this. Ticket information, go to Wrexham, go to the website, go to the ticket office, and get all you need to know from the site. Wrexham AFC, go there now.
Also, the North American tour, we're going to be getting in touch, or we have been in touch with a Man United fan group. We're trying to get the information on the ground. Where is the best place to go and get a pop? Where's the best place to get a meal? Where are the best priced and decent hotels in the local area? We're trying to fit it up so Wrexham fans get the best of information, not only if you're in Wrexham, but if you're Wrexham worldwide. We're trying to get you the best of information. So keep it here. We'll give you all the information there. But we're trying to get in touch, and we have been in touch, but we're trying to get that off the ground with a Man United fan group. It's a huge Man United fan group. You'll see in the picture. Moving along, we're going to be getting into the pre-game right now. We're talking about the danger men, the stats, the form. So let's move along to the news of the game because we've done the news of the club. Let's get into the pre-game news right now. Okay, guys, enjoy that picture behind me, the main stand. Beautiful. Now, talking about stats on the Boreham Wood. Like I tell you what now, guys, we got to measure up that these guys do not give up a lot. I'm going to go through their stats. You're going to see that this is a tough team coming in. Boreham Wood sitting 6th in the table. Do not cough up much at all. They've only coughed up 35 goals on the season. They've scored 50. A plus difference of 15 goals on the season, sitting 6th. Their record on the season, 18 wins, 15 draws, 10 losses. I'm going to say that again. 18 wins, 15 draws, 10 losses. If you've won 18 and you've drawn 15 and you've only lost 10 and you're sitting in 6th, you're a tough team to break down. And I'm going to get into this a little bit more. You're going to see how tough they are. The National League 6th place team, 18, 15, 10. Home record, 8, 8, 5. 8 wins, 8 draws, 5 losses, 32 points. On the road, impressive. Absolutely impressive. This is where you have to realize we've got a tough game coming. They don't give up at all. 35 on the season. Who gives up 35 goals on a season? That's the best in the league. Anyway, home record is decent. Away record is amazing. 10 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses, 37 points on the road. I tell you what, that is absolutely impressive. 10 wins on the road, 7 draws. That must really confirm to you how tough this game might be. 20-1 Wrexham on the season at home, no losses. These guys pose a threat to our first home loss on the season. We got to bring our A game to get a draw. We got to bring our A+ to get the win. It's not going to be easy. It's so not going to be easy. And like I say, 50 goals on the season, 35 against. I tell you what, pretty interesting. Now, looking at the head-to-head, very interesting. 14 games all time. Wrexham's won 10, Boreham Wood 1. 3 draws apiece. Wrexham's lost 1, Boreham Wood has lost 10. That's head-to-head. Pretty decent. On the goal scoring factor, 24 for Wrexham, 11 for Boreham Wood. And if you're looking at the points, Wrexham's taken 33 out of 42 points in those games. Boreham Wood has only taken 6. Now let's take a look at the danger men real quick. Okay, taking a look at Boreham Wood danger men. There's only 4 guys that I can really see that can do the damage and have done the damage all season. Let's face it, they don't cough up much, but they don't do a lot on the offense. They've only got 50 goals on the season, so it's a tight unit, yeah? But looking at the 4 major danger men, and I'll be honest with you, I've guided you well recently on the guys that can do the damage against us. All the names I tell you are the names that do figure in those games. Now, this group of 4 for this weekend, you're looking at Lee Nidvu, okay? 36 games, 10 goals. Hitting the back of the net, 36 games, 10 goals. Tyrone Marsh has got 8 goals as well, and that in 36. So there's 2 guys there that can get the job done. Backing them up, you've got Josh Reese, who's got 5 goals on the season from 36 too. And you've also got George Broadbent on 5 goals from 34. So those are the 4 guys I'm looking at to do the damage from Boreham Wood. Other than that, like I say, they don't cough up much, but they only need you to make one mistake for them to capitalize. Those are the guys I'm talking about. Moving up, I'm going to say Steve was right. Take a look at the picture. Who's pulling whose shirt? It was Ollie Palmer in the back of that picture. And Steve, you got it right. Not this Steve, but you, Steve. Steve, one of the members of the family. And got to say, next up is Boreham Wood post-game show. I'm going to give you my prediction right now. I really feel that we're going to be in for a game pretty much like we had with Yeovil at the first 45 minutes. I think that sums up what I'm feeling that the game's going to be. I think, yes, we're going to have possession. Yes, we're going to have our plays. But I think you've got a team that's really not going to crumble, not going to panic, going to keep calm and keep doing what they've done all season. That's make life difficult for everybody to hit the back of their net or even get into the box. So I'm saying it's possibility. The possibility is it could be a 1-0 game. I don't see a 5-0, but if it was, it'd be fantastic. But that is absolutely off the charts and not even on the radar for Boreham Wood. So I'm thinking we're in for a real squeaky bum time on this one. I think it's going to go all the way to 90 minutes plus. But I'm saying it's a 1-0, possible 2-1 for Wrexham. And if it's an away win, I can't see Boreham Wood grabbing a couple. But if we don't hit the back of the net, they may well. At the end of the day, I'm saying it's a win for Wrexham. Let's see what happens. Enjoy the game. Get into it. Please like, subscribe, pass this around to all your buddies. And at the end of the day, listen, pass it, share it, and let's get to that 1,000. And the last thing I'm going to tell you right now is after this game, it's the away game at Torquay. Now, if things go wrong against Boreham Wood, Torquay is the game that we're going to get to be famous, unless Notts County drop points in their game before we play our game against Boreham Wood. Guys, if Notts County lose, we win the title without kicking a ball on the weekend. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all, because thereafter, the guys can go out there relaxed, play a nice game, relaxed, and probably hit the back of the net 2 or 3 times more than they would as if they're going into this game full of stress, nerves, and being anxious. And we were nervous in the first 20 minutes of that Yeovil game. We want to be relaxed. Okay, guys, get into the game. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for allowing me to be with you in your house, in your speakers, in your car. And remember, like, subscribe, pass it around. We've got to get to 1,000 ASAP. Wrexham's going to America. They're coming. And we need to be commentating them games and many more into the future. Thanks to you, we're getting there. But thanks to you, we've got to push it on even more. So keep the work going. We really appreciate your help. It's you that are driving this thing. Keep it going. Get ready for the game. All I say is cheers.